About 6 months ago, I went through a major decluttering, getting rid of close to 80% of what I own. And through that process of decluttering, I got rid of almost my entire knife collection, going from 32 different knives down to 3. Today, I'm gonna go over those 3 knives and the reason why I kept them over all the others. Number 3, the Buck 110. The Buck 110 made it into my top 3 due to a couple factors. One, it is the only folding knife that I personally trust. I'm a fixed blade guy. I love fixed blades. Fixed blades have been what I've been carrying since 2020 or so. And before that, I carried a lot of flip-up knives, and I've broken so many of them. It's just my bad luck that I'm able to break so many different folding knives. This is the only one that has stood the test of time. On top of that, this was my very first knife I bought with my own money, and I carried him for close to 3 to 4 years before eventually going into fixed blades and carrying those. I can't get rid of this knife. Its classic design and look, the history alone makes me want to continue to use this blade. I really enjoy this knife, and I'm happy that it's made it into my top 3. It is the only folding knife that I personally will trust more than any other folding knife. Personal opinion. Number 2, the SC3. The SC3, in my personal opinion, is that perfect sized EDC fixed blade. Anything larger and it becomes too big to carry. Anything smaller and it becomes limited in what it can do as a fixed blade. I think if you are a farmer or a rancher or someone who is very aggressive on their knives, this option is amazing. I absolutely love this knife. Now, some people would say this is too big to carry on a daily basis, and you're perfectly welcome to believe that. I find, though, that this is the benchmark when it comes to EDC-able fixed blades. This is the pinnacle. This is the perfect size, in my personal opinion. 195 high carbon steel. It does come with a powder coating, which I did end up having to remove just because I'm not the biggest fan of powder coatings. I have to do it with another knife that I own that you'll see in just a second. But overall, I love this fixed blade. It is absolutely amazing. It's a great workhorse, and I enjoy carrying it every day. Now, I had somebody ask me a little while back, how do you actually carry this knife on a daily basis? I carry it on the 4 o'clock position with a leather strap that goes around my belt. And I threw on a little big lighter just for grins and giggles. But overall, I would say this knife is an amazing option for EDC. In fact, this would be the knife I would recommend to anybody who is a rancher, a farmer, or who just lives on a farm in general. This blade is perfect. It's raining right now, so we're gonna film in the cabin today. Also, take a look at this. Look at the roof, everyone. Do you see? Do you see? It's a roof. Regardless, number 3, the SC Azula. The SC Azula is an amazing small EDC fixed blade. I said in the SC3 video that anything smaller and it becomes limited in what it can do. This knife, yeah, it's the same thing. It does have limits on what it can do. The reason why I like this blade is a couple reasons. One, in the summertime, or when you're going into like a major city or something like that where knives aren't as custom, this knife does come in handy. When it gets really hot, or like I said, you're like, let's say some major city, let's say Edmonton, for example. People aren't really accustomed to these kind of knives or accustomed to knives in general. This is nice. You plop it in your pocket, nobody notices it, and you're a happy little camper. Because my gosh, people panic about blades. Like in the country, this is a tool. In the city, it's a dangerous weapon. Don't ask me why, it is what it is. But I think this is absolutely beautiful blade. But one other thing that I love so much about Azulas in general is their customizability. I think they look sick when people customize them. Just look up SC Azula mods and you'll see just the endless amount of beautiful things that people have done to their Azulas. I added these custom scales that I actually built myself. I didn't put any like resin or any kind of stain or anything like that because I love the look of wood scales when they just they just turn. They look so good when they patina. These are really fun to customize. They're really cool to customize. I also made this custom Kydex sheath for it, and it's my knife, right? And I think that's probably my favorite thing about the Azula. Yes, it's a knife, but they make it totally customizable that it becomes your knife. Something that's, you know, specific to you. Does it have limitations? Yes. But I think as a summer carry, or just when you're not really feeling like carrying a fixed blade every day, this is an amazing option. One thing I do want to do is take off that powder coating. Like I said before, I'm not a big powder coat fan. I hate powder coatings, so I'm probably gonna have to do that, but overall, great option. Anyways, those are my 3 EDC knives. So does this mean I'm never gonna buy another knife again? No, I think it's more just I'm gonna reset. Yes, I'm planning on buying more knives eventually, maybe after the snow by year, but I think it's a good reset and really makes me think, what is the purpose to having 32 knives? Not really a purpose. Having 3 knives, each one has a purpose. So I'm a happy capper there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned because I got way more videos coming for you, especially about this cabin. It's gonna be great. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Talk to y'all later. It's a roof.